December 2023, approximately 3 weeks left until Christmas time. I don't know about you guys, but as a big-time diecast collector, I find I do the majority of my shopping around November and early December each year. The stores seem to be just jam-filled with lots of cool toys and, of course, lots of things that I try to catch up on from the year, looking back at all the cars that I may have been trying to collect to some completion. For instance, I do try to get most of the team transport, usually in the wild where possible, because secondary prices can be a bit astonishing. Fast and the Furious car culture and the car culture series. Well, those ones I usually buy by the case, and I get those on eBay for the most part. And, well, I do get a lot of cars at the local Walmart, the grocery store, and, of course, Aurelia Diecast. And here is my purchase sort of hoard, my Hot Wheels hoard. There's more than the Hot Wheels here. Of today, December 5th, 2023. Hit the Walmart, had to go get some coffee. But I also had to check the Hot Wheels aisle, and wow, did I ever find a good haul of Hot Wheels Team Transport. Premium cars, mainlines, all new, Matchbox, M2, Greenlight, everything but Auto World. And I also hit up the old Aurelia Diecast Hobby Shop, and I got a bunch of vintage finds, some big box old crack-ups. They're all pretty played with, but fun stuff to look at. And just a whole bunch of other odds and ends, Greenlight, Hot Wheels cars, some Matchbox Moving Parts, some premium cars. And yeah, just a lot of fun stuff to add to the collection, which we're going to get into today. Right now, going to be taking everything out of this box and looking at it with you guys here in the Hot Wheels Diecast Museum. So as you can see, space is at a premium in here right now. I've got so many cars out on the table and on the floor already that it's going to be kind of hard to find room for everything, but we shall prevail. I will be taking everything out and looking at it just briefly with you. Nothing being opened up in this video. It's really just a haul video, really. Good old classic haul video. The only thing that isn't full, actually, is Sam's Salvage Yard. The Diecast Salvage Yard still awaiting its first video since the big clear-off over a month ago. And, well, there are a few items in here right now that weren't there before. I was sorting some old Yatming trucks, and I found this little group of trucks that are too big to fit into my Plano display cases, as well as the 24 and 48 car cases. So I kind of just set them up in here since they are so rough. Figured that would look kind of cool. Bunch of big old rigs. Make a good thumbnail for the video, too. It's a Hot Wheels haul hoard day. I say hoard lovingly, but this is my collection. And it is a burgeoning one, as you can see. So we're going to look at a lot of cars. We're not looking at all this stuff. That would have to be another video. This is the overflow. Some of the stuff I've had for years. And, well, a lot of the other cars around the bottom of the room have been sitting here a little while. I did just pick this up at the Walmart not too long ago. They were on for $35, regular $50. Keep in mind, these are Canadian dollar prices, so dollar's pretty weak right now compared to the big old American dollar. But that's quite a savings, and I was pretty happy about that. So let's go on over and look at what is in these bins. You're going to see all of the car culture and Fast and the Furious stuff in a future video, as I'm still just awaiting one last case before I open up about 60 or 70 cars to fill every single space that you see on this Plano display wall of my premium Hot Wheels, Fast and Furious, and car culture cars. Of course, we already did Boulevard, so that's pretty much complete, except for the very last set of cars coming out probably in December. Keep an eye out for those, of course. I will be as well. All right, without further ado, let's start off this haul here with some vintage crack-ups. Find some good lighting here. I got these for about $2.50 a car. And they do come in these little Protecto boxes, but we'll be taking everything out. I think we'll do that right now so we can see these cars a little better. But pretty cool little finds. Designed to be smashed into each other and have some damage, which I will show you in just a second. And here's the assortment of old Hot Wheels that I picked up at the hobby shop. And as you can see, they are pretty play-worn. Probably the best condition version here is this gold number 3 car. I don't have the names on these offhand. They were featured in my year-by-year videos and are circa 1985 through to 1987 for the most part. I do have all of the cars except for this one in the undamaged sort of state, which with these 3 cars here, all the same casting, it doesn't take much to make these ones flip over. They're just really worn out, but really still quite cool. Check out that smashed canopy. Simulated broken glass and crushed metal. Even the steering wheel's all smashed in. And then they just kind of click back in place, but are pretty worn out. So that's kind of cool. These ones have the doors on them. Well, there you go. Dented. You don't really have to hit them that hard, but it's supposed to smash a Hot Wheel into it ideally, which of course I'm not going to do. We don't need any more damage. This one's got the front end, which pops up like that. And well, this one's a flip out from about 1987. Designed to be used on a racetrack. It's got this gizmo that you can lock over so it hits a bump or something and it flips. Probably the oldest one here is this Buzz Off, I think, the gold one, 1977. But pretty common car. We've got the 1000th anniversary, 1000th Hot Wheel made. I think that was around 1991. They made 4 gold Corvettes. That's the split window 63. And then just a random white wall Rolls Royce, missing its roof and windshield. So that's all the old stuff. Let's go look at the new stuff now. I just want to confirm with you guys that indeed these crack-ups were mostly from 1985, as I have them displayed here on my near mint display wall. Not completely mint in some cases, but we've got all these cars here in top condition and a few more as well. Lots of crack-ups over the years. Just kind of fun to revisit these. Haven't looked at them since the last, well, I haven't looked at them with you guys on video since the last year-by-year video, and for 1985, that was a while back. Certainly wasn't filmed in 4K. And now as we go down through 1986, find some more crack-up cars. Here's the one we saw with the rear end damage. It's got that plastic louver holding everything together, and a few more crack-ups, of course. And also the flip-outs van was found in 1986. Here it is, alongside another Aerostar flip-outs van and 6 other flip-outs cars. Okay, let's go check out some much newer and lighter weight Hot Wheels. Those old flip-outs and crack-ups are solid die-cast pretty much, and they are a handful. They do weigh quite a bit. All right, let's go in and take a look at everything in here fairly quickly. I'm going to start with the most random haul here, the old die-cast haul. Got this Koenigsegg Agera R. I'm not sure if this is part of a car culture collection or what. Gumball 3000. I didn't pay $20 for it because the card's pretty bad, and I do intend to open this up, so got a bit of a deal on that one. I mean, the card's not terrible. It's just got a whole bunch of wavers in it. Looks like some water got spilled on it. Same with this Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX. So I think I paid $15 each, which is a bit rich. Yes, I know. And also got 2 of these for 15 bucks because I just couldn't find them at the Walmart. So that was kind of fun. Matchbox Moving Parts. This 1975 Range Rover opening hood. One of these days I'm going to get all these opened up for you guys in some sort of review video. 63 Ford F100. I mean, really, other than the opening parts on these, they really are just like $2 cars. And back in the day, you pay $1 for those. So it's kind of unfortunate this is the way it's gone with everything in the world. It's gotten very pricey. Toyo tires. I pretty much just picked up a few out of this collection. Of course, the dairy delivery was sold out. There was a cool combi, but I got the other 3 because I'm more particular for those cars anyways. So we have the Skyline van, they call it, but really it's a station wagon. Nicely detailed. So that's going to be getting opened up at some point. Part of the same collection is the Volvo P220 Amazon Estate. Really like that wagon. I think I've only got 2 in my collection. One in kind of beige and the other one in green. 65 Mercury Comet Cyclone. Also nice with those candy stripes on it. American Racing. So those were all part of the same series. And as you can see, there's 5 in a set of those. Now looking at Racing Champions. I don't remember seeing this advertised anywhere, but kind of cool. Arnie Beswick, 69 Pontiac GTO Judge, I think. GTO, just a GTO. Does it say Judge on it? No, but pretty cool. So Greenlight finally found the 81 Dodge Ram D150 from Series 16 running on empty. Quite particular to the Dodge trucks. We're going to be having a huge Dodge pickup truck video coming out probably in the next month or so. I've got a huge order of all sorts of Dodge trucks from the late 80s to early 90s. Several manufacturers have released them, including M2 and Greenlight. So here we have a Chevy tow truck, part of the Dually Driver Series 13. Before we get into all the other nifty old vehicles, we'll just get all these big ones out. This is brand new, pretty much, from Greenlight All Terrain, the 1990 Chevrolet Suburban. Now, that is a cool new casting. Series 15. Sure to be a hit, I think, anyways. So we've got a whole bunch of little mainline cars in here and some old collections. I think I'm just going to get these out because I'm really reaching into this box. It's way too big to move around comfortably. I'm going to get everything out and line it up here so we can have a quick look at it. Alright, I've finished emptying the box. The big box of cars I purchased at Aurelia Diecast. I'm going to start with the oldest cars first, and then we'll move our way up to the newer stuff and right on into the brand new stuff I got at Walmart. Some Since 68 cars. These are from 2008 40th anniversary cars. I probably have all these already, but I just couldn't resist picking them up and an opportunity to free them from their packaging because I certainly don't have too many duplicates of these cars. And here is a nice set of the number 2430 from Hot Wheels Classics Series 2. These are actually even older, 2007. Quite a large collection to try to put together completely. Mine is fairly complete. It's been boxed away for years. Mint packaging. I do need to look at that again at some point. And there were 5 years of those cool classics. Series 1 right through to Series 5. And then on to the hot ones. These were from 2011. Some nice castings in here as well. Very kind of retro vintage castings mixed in with some of the newer ones. The Grand National, the Neat Streeter. See if we can get a focus on them. The big old 57 Chevy, the 80s Firebird. And these are all metal. They do have the plastic wheels. Reproduction retro wheels, but really cool collection in my opinion. I'm not sure how well they sold back in the day because it didn't really last too many years for this collection. I think it was only 2 years, so kind of short-lived. But some really nice castings in there. You can see the difference in the packaging as well. So year 1 to year 2 perhaps, or maybe different collections. But here we've only got those 2 different variations of the hot ones. 83 Chevy Silverado. Nice. With the silver Hot One wheels on it. An opening hood on the Hotbird. So that's a kind of a newer casting. Not exactly the original casting from back then. And just a lot of nice heavy quality cars. A lot of opening hoods and parts. 80s Corvette. The funny cars, 77 Plymouth Arrow and the 77 Corvette funny car. Both featuring that tilt-up body, revealing the chassis and roll cage and all that stuff. I think we got one more. There's the vehicle right on the package. Dumpin' A with the dump in on the back. Original vehicle was from around 1977 or 78 for that one. And one from the Hot Wheel Redliners. This is a car culture car. Notice the difference in the size of the packaging versus the current car culture. Same height, but on a regular width mainline sort of card back, full color. And I also have a complete collection of these cars put away in a box that needs to be visited at some point. But here's a really cool all metal rubber tires on this one. So I pretty much paid about $3 Canadian for all these cars. So let me know what you think, if I got a deal or not. Tough kind of collection to put together, and a lot of bad cards, as you can see. Here we have a Forza Motorsport. So we're getting into the newer stuff here. Now we're into plastic base, plastic wheels. These are not overly desirable, but still kind of cool to pick up. I don't think I have any of these other cars here in this collection from 2019. And from 2019 as well, 5 cars in this kind of truck collection. 65 Ford Ranchero, Mazda Repu, Land Rover Series 3 pickup, and the Custom 72 Chevy Love. Collector number 5 is missing, and that is the Datsun 620 truck, which I'm not sure if I have in my collection somewhere else. Anyways, couldn't kind of pass up on that with the uncertainty of not knowing. They'll all be openers at some point for me when I have more room to display them. So here we have another 5-car collection. Kind of some, these are pretty new, I think 2020 release. So some missing cars include the 71 Porsche 911 and the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko. Interesting that we just looked at one of those in the premium version. Oh, that was an Agera. Okay, never mind. These are the newest ones, so 2023. I do have 2024 cars showing up in the Walmart now. You can see by the top corner. So most of those will be 2024, but these are the final cars of 2023. I was pretty happy to get this Datsun Bluebird wagon. I understand that there might be... Is there a premium chase of that car? I'm not sure. Either way, that would be a tough car to find at the Walmart, as are apparently these blue 56 Corvettes from the Barbie movie. I'm not sure, is that Barbie has a pink and a blue car? Anyways, kind of cool. And then just some other random vehicles. We got Mad Manga. This is a cool new casting for 2023. Really like this 57 Jeep FC. It's quite a substantial casting as well. Be very cool to see that in a premium RLC, or better yet, a car culture lineup, because I don't buy RLC. Not very often anyways. Now this one's kind of neat as well. I'm going to give one of these away to a friend. Porsche 911 Turbo 3.6 964. I don't normally buy the tuned cars, but this one looks pretty good. And it's a very cool little Porsche. If only that roof wasn't all bumped up, it'd be a nice little micro Porsche. And then just some more cars that I needed from 2022. Now we're looking at just a few more random cars here. This one is definitely an old one. Number 32 Field Gun from Matchbox. Comes with the little soldiers and everything. Check out the beat up but very nostalgic card art on the back. What year is this from? Wow, I don't know. 1978. That one's been in the package a long time. Very neat. I do have that tank, but I don't have all that dirt and the little men. Here we have a regular treasure hunt, La Fasta. And I believe that was 2013, so we're already going back another 2013 or so. Just regular mainline cars here. Kind of cool ones. I'm sure I have these ones already, but I'll open those up. And 2019, I think, for the 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage. Just a nice car. I'm not sure if I got it. 2017, actually. So the 71 Datsun 510 looks like it's been opened, but hasn't been modified, so that's good. That's 2020, so we're getting newer. And finally, just a Matchbox police car from a couple of years back. All right, let's go through the brand new stuff. Really excited to share the team transport with you. Some new castings for 2024, M2 and Greenlight, as well as a 5-pack and even a Hot Wheels 9-pack, are they? Or 10-packs, I don't know, but some cool stuff in there. All right, let's get into the big Walmart haul. I do have a mixture of cars from the Mainline series, both 2023 and the 2024 cars, so I'm not going to spend too much time on the 2023 cars. I expect you've probably seen these ones already, although in some cases they are new to my collection. And yes, I do buy duplicates of the cars I like. So we've got a few vehicles here, and sometimes I end up with more than that, and often I'll have to do a purge where I return a few or just accept it that I've kept a few extra cars of favorite ones. But here we have a new one for 2024 for GT40. And it's got that white to blue kind of top right corner letting you know those are new. So I bought two. I'm going to put one on the racetrack, see how it does. This one is really cool in my opinion. It is the Proton Saga. I'm not sure where this car is made in real life, but it is neat. Compact Kings. And I did pick up two of that car as well. Very cool little four-door car. So just going to kind of put them down here. I will try not to move the camera all over the place. Oh, it looks like I got the Barbie car at Walmart as well. So now I have two of those. And yeah, I did pick up three of these Ford Escort RS 2000s. Now, keep in mind, I'm not stealing all the cars from Walmart. These are in dump bins, and they've got massive dump bins. I didn't even scrape the surface barely with my hunt of the cars. I just kind of grabbed a few off the top. And I just don't like digging in the dump bin. I don't know. Sometimes I'm into it. Sometimes I'm not. Most of the times I'm not. Much prefer to buy them at Aurelia Diecast, where they're all laid out nicely and you can just see what you've got. And really not that much more. If you buy over 10 cars, you get a deal. It works out to $3. Taxes in a car, so it's pretty much almost the same once you factor in the amount of time and hassle it is to go through a dump bin at Walmart here in Canada. These are Canadian prices once again. I'm not going through every name of each vehicle. It's just too many. So you got to remember that's about $2 American. I'm not sure. Is that the right price for these cars in the United States? Someone will let me know in the comments, I'm sure. Audi RS e-tron GT. That's a four-door car as well. Really cool. Part of the Green Speed series. And there did appear to be new Matchbox out, at least new for me. We have 2004 Mazda RX-8 in black. Audi e-tron. And look at this, 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E New York City Taxi. Isn't that cool? An electric taxi that is a four-door Mustang. What is the world coming to? Does not make sense, does it? Maybe I'm just being a little too old school here. But anyways, Holden VF Commodore SSV Highway Patrol police car. Very cool. You won't see those in North America. Tesla Roadster, also pretty cool. Oops, sorry about that. A few other common Hot Wheels cars. Our Mazda RX-8. And, oh, we got a moving parts, too. Now, these are $7.50 at Walmart, which I think is ridiculous. These are just not worth it. I mean, yes, it has opening parts. So I don't buy these very often unless I really like the casting. The Bollinger B2. I'm not familiar with that truck, but I thought it was pretty neat. So obviously a newer one. I haven't seen it before. And that's a new car as well. El Segundo Coupe. So that's a fantasy car. Pretty sure I grabbed that one, but it wasn't 100%, so I grabbed it just to be safe. Matchbox MBX Field Car. So MBX stands for Matchbox, I do believe. 4x4. Reminiscent of a field car that Lesney made back in the 60s or 70s. And obviously looks a little bit more toyish now. Porsche 911 Carrera Cabriolet, really neat. I think this one's an older one, but maybe a recolor of the Curtis Sport car. And then check this out. Whoa. 86 Volvo 240. Great tampos on this car all the way around. That is just awesome. So definitely going to be looking for a couple more of those. I'm going to put that over with the premium cars. I like it so much. This one's really nice too. Audi TT RS Coupe in this kind of emerald green. So I grabbed a couple of those. And, well, that one's not new. The Dodge Charger, but I do like that casting. This one's new in my area. The 34 Chevrolet Master Coupe. I'm pretty sure this was seen years back in all navy blue. Blue fenders. Really like that two-tone beige and brown now. And Mercedes AMG SL63. I haven't been looking at the artwork as much with you guys as the car, because you know me, I'm an opener, so I'm always looking at the car first, but the artwork on the cards is nice too. Another random Hot Wheels. Go to the racetrack. We're into the more premium stuff now, so I'm just going to make a little bit of room, but I got two sets of the Team Transport. This is the most recent collection, I do believe. 56, 58, and 57. So I never get this lucky except around Christmas to buy these in the wild, as I say, at Walmart for the regular retail price versus the secondary market price increase, which is why I don't have a complete collection of Team Transport anymore, because it's just too expensive. So anyways, lots more cool stuff in here we got to look at. M2, some of it's brand new, some of it's, well, sometimes there's duplicates. And just of my favorites. Anyways, we're going to make some room and get the rest of this out. Team Transport. Let's check it out. This is one of the newest vehicles at the filming time right now. Collect number 58, the Sakura Sprinter Motorsport Mad Lab. The Mad Mike Mazda RX-3 GT. Just sneaking out the back ramp there. So I don't always buy these trucks in duplicate, but if I can find them in the wild, I often do, with the hopes that one day I'll get around to opening up the second one and doing a real loose review. I've yet to open more than one Team Transport truck in my entire collection. This one is really neat. It's a brand new casting of the truck with this car carrier. It looks like it could carry at least one more, if not two cars on top. Second story lorry, it's called. That's quite clever. So these are unlicensed trucks. The cars are licensed, though. The Tommaso Pantera Gruppo 4. And, of course, that great artwork on these. And then you've got the full collection on the back. So it's pretty easy to know which ones you're missing, combined with the fact that it's got a collect number in the bottom right, as well as, you know, all the other ones in the collection. It's pretty easy to go back and figure out which ones you're missing, and then go on eBay and kind of get a punch in the gut, so to speak, as you see the price of these things. Once they're out of production, it's pretty bad. So we're going to look at all the cars I have in my collection. These are still on the Walmart pegs right now. I guess they ordered a lot. Number 55. I think it's great. The highway hauler with the 70 Rover P6 Group 2. Very nice matching paint jobs on those vehicles. And number 54. Also like this combination here with the 72 Chevy ramp truck. So these are actually licensed. Well, this one is. That last van we saw is not. With the 61 Chevy Impala. I think that's a great setup. Amazingly, these are still warming the pegs here in Ontario, in my area anyways. So I grabbed just one of each, though. I thought I was going to do customs, but these are $20 Canadian each, so it adds up pretty quickly. Collector number 53 is the Fleet Flyer, so probably one of the most common truck castings. And then the Alfa Romeo 155 V6 Ti. So that's a nice little setup. And going way back, these are the last vehicles I have in my piles of Team Transport just hanging out here in the Diecast Museum. I'm going to put these out on the display wall somewhere, as I do have many of them already there. Like number 52, another Sakura Sprinter. Must be the glare making the camera go in and out. I apologize for that. The Nissan Silvia. So I only have one each of these, as is the case for most of my Team Transport collection. Although I did get lucky and found a couple of these. I thought they were going to be really hard to find. That big Dodge truck, the Power Wagon. And it's kind of a cool retro rig. We've seen that before with the Mongoose and Snake drag racing cars back in the day. But it turned out to be pretty popular. And in fact, they're still at the Walmart, really warming the pegs. So I've got 3 of them. That's enough for me. I was going to do a custom. But anyways, we got 23 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5. Very cool graphics on this rollback ramp truck called the Aerolift. And that's collector number 50. I think I've got most of the 49 previous Team Transports in and around the Diecast Museum. Let's see if we can find them. Oh, I found them all the way back to collector number 1. Look at that. Team Transport. Might as well just do a slow pass. All these awesome trucks. That one's worth a pretty penny these days. And there they are, the retro rigs with the funny cars. I've got both of those. So we're complete up to number 6. Now again, I've only got one each of these, so these will never get opened in my collection. They are going to forever be on the package art. And hopefully I can find one day in a future museum that's got some more space, a better way to show off all these trucks together. Because they are rather large packaging, it does take up a bit of space. Oh, check it out. The RWB Porsche 930 Aerolift. Okay, so there's one large line of vehicles in the Hot Wheels Museum all the way along that bulkhead. And I've got some more. That was up to collector number 18. As we go down this hallway here, this is where it might get a little spotty. Number 19, and out of order, I might add. 20, 21, pardon reflections. 22, and I did just get 23 on eBay the other day. That's this one. I think I paid 30 bucks for it. Number 24. Now, I don't know where 25 is. I may have stopped collecting them for a little bit. I think I did. And I'm having trouble reading these ones, but this is the remainder of my collection. Perhaps they're in a box somewhere, because I have basically almost completely run out of room to display Team Transport. Maybe room for one or two more. There was a bunch of boxes piled there not too long ago, so I think that's why that stopped. And well, you know the rest of the museum, there really isn't much space left for anything. So let's go back in and keep checking out what's in the Hot Wheel Haul of the Day. Just a few Hot Wheel products left before we look at a different manufacturer. This didn't come out too long ago. Hot Wheels Car Culture. Really like that little Volvo, so that's why I picked it up. In fact, how fitting, it would go right here. These are all getting opened up soon, so now I have a duplicate. What else is new? I really like this Hot Wheel Nissan 5-pack. This is brand new, starting to show up at the Walmart. And we've got the Datsun pickup truck in there. Oh, very, very cool. Skylines, of course. And a 280Z. Finally, I don't often buy these, but I really like my Z cars. And here we have an exclusive paint job of the 300 ZX 1990 or so, with red accent. So I had to grab that. And also, look at, there's an SRT Hellcat in there. So that's a pretty cool casting. 80s Firebirds, not bad. And I don't have that old goat. It's a Hot Wheels letter car. Looks like it has a Q on it. The rest of these cars, well, they're good for the kids. If any kids want them, they'll probably like playing with those. Do that, put them on the racetrack. That's it for Hot Wheels. Greenlight also showed up at the big box store, Series 22. I guess that's the newest one of the HD Trucks 2019 Step Van Patrol Support Truck. There's two of these hanging there on the peg. I grabbed one. Oh, these might not be new, actually. I'm not sure what series they're supposed to be at, but I'm pretty sure I've seen these trucks before. I probably already have that. That might be old news, just showing up, as they sometimes do. And limited edition, Series 43, pretty sure. It's hard to say. Greenlight's made so many of these Mustang patrol cars. It's hard to say if I have that exact one or not, but still, cool casting. What I can tell you that's new for me anyways is Series 16 running on empty. As you saw, I just picked up the Dodge, what was the 92 Dodge, and now we've got this one here. So we got a couple pickup trucks. It was the 81 Dodge Ram. Okay, losing focus. And the Hobby Shop Series 15. Well, this one's kind of neat. 4-door pickup of the F-150 XLT with a customs officer. So, U.S. Customs Border Protection. All these will be getting opened up in a future video at some point. Got a big Greenlight video coming where we're opening up all this stuff. So we got M2. I think these are kind of new. Series, or release as they called, R81, 88 GMC Sierra 1500. Really like this casting, so that's why I got two of them. I always buy two of these trucks castings that I like. And I think that at $10 Canadian, that's a fairly reasonable price for M2, given the quality, opening hoods, rubber tires, real lens, taillights and headlights, metal on metal. So I really like M2. Big fan of them. This car is absolutely awesome. Release 81. There was only one there, although I wouldn't be able to customize this. That's sometimes why I buy two. I have the inkling that I might get around to customizing it one day, but this one's just phenomenal. And of course with M2, you can open them up out of the package and still put it back in the package if you really wanted to. Now here's a really nice car, the 59 Cadillac Series 62 in gray. Looks really smart, gray packaging. So I did grab two of those because I really like the big old fin cars of the 50s. And finishing off M2, just got one each here. Release 69, so that's not new. Pontiac GTO. Opening doors and hood, very cool. Understated paint job. This one's new, release 81 of the Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi. So again, if you want to see these opened up, they will likely be opened up at some point in the far off future. Release 69, so these ones were the same release. I might have already purchased this Mustang GT, but it's a nice one. Nice nice casting and paint color of that. So we got some M2 piling up. And the rest is coffee. Well, this is an evening video, so I won't be needing any coffee, but it was all on sale. Really good price. So I bought a bunch of coffee to kind of offset the amount of money I spent on die casts. You know, I got to save a little bit of money on the coffee. All right, well, if you're after any of this stuff, as always, happy hunting. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.